And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live, ready to go. Show number today, Tour Schools number 4 out of 5. We're ready to go here at TAW, the land of the TAW Junior High Fighting Cyclones. We're joined by our principal, Dr. or Mr. Chris Berry. I always say doctor, but you're doctor in my book. So good morning. How are you doing, sir?
Doing well, Tom. Doing well.
Yes. Thanks for letting me come by here.
Absolutely.
Love this guy. He does a great job running the school with, what you say, 25 kids there, right?
620.
I wrote 225. So
About 220, 210
a
class.
class.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's where you're at.
600 and some total.
620, 625. It
Wow.
fluctuates.
That's awesome. So getting ready to head off to Washington, D.C. tomorrow for a field trip. We'll talk about that in a second. It's his 7th year of the school. School is out on Friday, half a day. So I can only assume it's going to get school year.
It's been an excellent school year. Kids have done really good. Academically, they pushed themselves. We've had a lot of great band programs, chorus concerts, and then athletically, they wore it out on the field. So it's been a good year.
In fact, track and field, we're going to have them come in here in a little while. They've been some record-setting performances in track and field. And a lot of these kids are going up to high school next year, which is pretty exciting, I'm sure, for Coach Presnell. Speaking of those guys, getting ready to head on the bus and head to the state track and field tournament and meet coming up this morning. They got the send-off down there, so these kids will be going up there next year. Some of the 8th graders, or all the 8th graders, is going to be exciting. So you've done another great job. We're going to be meeting kids today from, the chorus, boys soccer, girls in the run, softball, golf, drama, builders club, band, baseball, and track. And, of course, as always, we always talk about all the different options. Your big thing is to get a kid into school, let them find their niche, get them plugged into something, because you give them lots of options, don't you?
Absolutely. We try to offer everything the high school offers, because that's our goal. We take kids coming from elementary school, and we're sending young adults to the high school.
Heading to Washington, D.C. tomorrow. Tell us about that.
Great trip. This will be my, I think, 19th year taking 8th graders to D.C. So it's just a really good trip. We'll hit the Smithsonian, the U.S. Capitol building, hit a baseball game, and we wrap it up with Busch Gardens. So it's a fun-filled week. It's a great. We take off with 8th graders, and we pull back in about Saturday morning about 1 a.m. and deliver them to the hospital. They're there.
And you're wore out, but you've had fun.
It's always a blast.
So what is is there a particular part that you always look forward to every year?
The Capitol's always really good. The U.S. Capitol is always well put together, really good tour. Probably a personal fact, the Smithsonian, the Udvar Hazy is the Air and Space. There's two. There's the one that's in D.C., but the Udvar Hazy is out near Dulles Airport. It is just spectacular. It's got space shuttles. It's got just a ton of neat stuff.
I'm going to assume you're going to see either the Baltimore Orioles or the Washington Nationals.
We're going to do the National Braves. Out of 19 years, I've never got to see the Atlanta Braves on one trip, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That is. So it's starting in the morning, heading out early.
We leave at 5:45 in the morning.
Taking how many youngins?
About 120.
Wow, it's going to be awesome. So it's not doing it by himself. He has help, of course. A lot of sponsors or,
12 teachers.
12 teachers going, ready to roll. So we've got all kinds of kids up now to learn. This is what I like about coming in. It's brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. You know that because we do it every year. We're already going back next year. It's already been established. We're coming back for year number, I think Andrew said number 3 or 4 of the tour schools. So the cool part about this is, for me, we try and squeeze in all this in an hour and 10 minutes, whatever. There's no way we can get everything in an hour in any of these schools to showcase these great kids doing great things. But we do the best we can. But there's so much out here these kids get a chance to be a part of. You said, how many different clubs, if you could pick the clubs or organizations or opportunities, how many are in here, do you think? Yes, ballpark.
I mean, we offer every sport that the high school offers. So you're talking, we've already showcased like football, girls soccer, volleyball, cheerleading, cross country. Then you switch to your winter sports. You got basketballs, girls and boys. You got the wrestling program, swimming. We're in the spring now. You got all these sports that we've got here. You got baseball, softball, boys soccer, track. And then as far as clubs, band is a class, but obviously that's a huge commitment. Chorus. You've got Builders Club. You've got Student Council. You've got FCA. You've got First Priority, which is a Christian organization that meets in the morning. So there are all kinds of opportunities, and that's the biggest thing. Middle school is the time to try as many of these as you can.
Absolutely.
But in high school, the key is to be involved in something.
So you take the band, 3-time state champions back to back to back for Mr. Valentine. Color guards won it 4 years straight. So you look at that because it starts down here. Mr. Lockhart is retired. The new band director is?
It's Miss Hutchinson. She's had a phenomenal year.
Yep, she has as well. We had a chance to meet her. Couldn't remember her name, but anyway, she has done a wonderful job down here. It's awesome. And so that's one of those things. We're getting ready to meet some of the guys in the choir, the chorus. Jacob Crow and Hannah Shoemaker. We're going to talk to them coming up here in a second about, they did a program called Appalachian, is that right?
It was Appalachian theme. I'll let them tell about it.
Yeah.
So neat. We had kids playing banjo and fiddle, guitar, and then again, they just learned a lot about their roots and history locally. So it was great.
There's a kid that came through several years ago with the name of Carson Peters. Pretty good bluegrass guy. He's on tour. He's all over the world now. So it started right here in Elizabeth. He's a great kid, and he can play a lot of his instruments. So in this group, you may have the next Carson Peters.
Very well, may so.
Somebody's got to do it. I'll do one of these kids, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So always like coming up here. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. He's kind of set this thing up. This guy's rolling. We'll take a break, come right back, and we will be joined by Jacob Crow and Hannah Shoemaker. Our first guest, the Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. And we'll take a break, and we'll do that right after you hear from the lady herself. Andrea is in the house, and she joins us right here in the commercial. Up next, we talk chorus, Tour of Schools at T. Dugger Junior High.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
Readers are winners. Hi, this is Tom Taylor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm a huge proponent on the importance of reading. I firmly believe it's the key to being successful, being the best reader you can be. And so in partnership with Elizabethton City Schools and the Betsy Book Bus, it's the Readers are Winners Reading Challenge. At the end of this 9 weeks, the top 50 readers... We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are Winners, year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is Readers are Winners, year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools in Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. We're back with the Tour of Schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. We're starting off with the chorus. Hannah Shoemaker. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. We've had her on before. We had you when you were in 5th grade at Westside, right? Westside Wildcat. Now, your little brother, let's give you some props, Micah, tore it up. He was the #1 reader of the whole school year at Westside Elementary. You like to read too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but she's here. So the Shoemakers are making a big presence here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. But she's here to talk about the choir and the performance called Appalachia. Tell me about it. What was it all about?
It was all about like our traditions and things that happen in actual Appalachia.
For example, give me one. Give me something.
Like we talked about how grandparents play a very big part in our lives, and we also talked about how around here a lot of people, they have like really good friends that feel like family.
Now, you had a lead part. You sang solo, is that correct?
Yes.
What was the name of the song you sang?
Well, I had a part in Forever Country, which was a medley.
Mm-hmm.
Had a few songs. Country Roads was one of them. And
Country roads like West Virginia, take me home. Country. Oh, you're gonna make me tear up. That's home. All right, go ahead. What else?
And I had a solo in Same Old Train.
Awesome.
Just talking about the recordings that happened in Bristol.
Awesome. The Bristol recording sessions with the Carter family. That's awesome. So you're in 8th grade? You're going up next year, going to be in the choir at the high school?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's meet your buddy here, Jacob Crow. Hello, Jacob. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Tell me what you said when I said, how'd you doing today? What did you say when you first said out? He's tired. I love it. He's country, he's cornbread, love it. I'm tired. So he's had a long, tough, hard weekend. You sang in the production too, right, Appalachia?
Yes.
What was the name of the song you sang?
I sang I'll Fly Away and Forever Country.
Forever Country, I'll Fly Away, the good old gospel song. So what were some of the things you learned about Appalachia that was in this production? She mentioned grandparents. What did Jacob learn?
I learned that many things happened in the first recordings and how things worked back then.
Mm-hmm. Now you're in 8th grade?
No.
You're coming back next year?
Yes.
Yeah, you're in 7th? Oh, cool. You'll be back here next year. What else do you do here? Do anything else besides choir?
No.
You involved in anything else? That's enough, though, isn't it? All right, you are leaving, so I want you're going up next year, so let me go back to Hannah real quick before we leave. So tell me some cool things you'll always remember about being a student at T.A. Dugger.
I'm always going to remember Miss Price. She is amazing.
Miss Price is amazing. She pushed you, didn't she, to be the best you could be?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So getting ready to head off to the high school coming up in the fall, and so good stuff. The name of the production was Appalachia with Jacob Crow and Hannah Shoemaker. Thank you guys for coming by. Hope you get rested up because I know you're tired. I love it. I love it. Hey, quick break. We'll be right back. We'll come right back after this. We're going to be joined by the boys soccer. Weston Berry, I think we know who his daddy is, and Atlee Hunsinger. Going to talk to us a little bit about soccer right after this from one of our great sponsors. We're here thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union and Tour Schools. Today we're at T.A. Dugger. Our final stop of the year will be Wednesday at Harold McCormick Elementary.
Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the tour of schools, we're joined by the Big Dorito. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Good.
Good. This is Weston Berry. His daddy, obviously, is Chris, the principal. So how did you get the nickname the Big Dorito? There's a story here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
So, it was when I first started soccer in middle school, like 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted, like, a nickname of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just came up with it. I like Doritos.
Yeah, something everybody will remember you by, right?
Yeah.
Not just Weston or Tom or Atlee. You want a name. So you gave it to you or somebody else gave it to you?
I gave it to myself.
Gave it to yourself. So you're now known as the Big Dorito. Is that what your father calls you, Big Dorito? Depends. So if you're in trouble, does your mother say, Big Dorito, you need to clean your room? No, didn't go that way, I wouldn't think. Let's talk about soccer. Gosh, you guys just finished up the year. Tell me about your soccer season here at T.A. Dugger.
I think this one's been my best out of all.
Put that up a little bit closer. There you go. Go ahead.
Like, I feel like this year has been the best out of the whole, like,
Career?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was y'all's record this year?
5 to 6 maybe.
5 and 6. What was the big memory? What position did you play in soccer?
Midfield to striker, around there.
Mm-hmm. So a big memory for you, Big Dorito, in your soccer career at T.A. Duggar. What do you remember? A big game, big win?
Yeah, big win.
Who was it against?
I guess like Churchill.
Churchill?
Yeah.
Churchill Middle?
Mm-hmm.
You liked that one real well?
Yeah.
All right. So moving up next year, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Give me some memories. You always remember, of course, your dad's the principal. Obviously, that's a great memory. Not many kids can say that. I get to be school my daddy's the principal. So what's some memories for you? You always remember at T.A. Duggar? Some good times with teachers, great memories.
I always remember Mr. Lockhart and Miss Hutchinson.
Mm-hmm. In the band?
Yeah.
Cool. Is it tough? I know when I played ball, the coach's son played on the basketball team. Sometimes it was cool, sometimes it was tough for him. Was it cool to be coming to school when your daddy's the principal here, or does it make no difference?
I mean, didn't really make no difference.
Nah, it make a difference. The Big Dorito. Good job, sir. Thank you. Let's let Mr. Hunsinger talk to us. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What position do you play?
I play left back, so like a defender.
Mm-hmm. So, this is class changing, by the way. It'll be a little loud here for a second. There we go. Now it's... So, talk about a big game for you that you had.
My big game was probably, I can't remember who we were playing. It was one of the Sullivan games, and it was tied almost the entire game. And instead of going to overtime, we went to penalty kicks. And it was fun. We got to, I think we beat him in the first 3 kicks, but it was fun.
So you're graduating too, right?
I am graduating.
Both you guys will play soccer at the high school?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So, same question. Some memories you always have of being a student at T.A. Duggar.
For 8th grade year, I always remember Mr. Duggar. He's the ELA teacher here. He made this year for me. He's one of the best teachers I've ever had. Miss Anderson, she teaches algebra. She's one of the best teachers I've ever had.
So what makes them a good teacher?
They just make their lessons fun. They don't make it bland. They do stuff other than notes and projects, and it's fun.
They push you.
Yeah, they push us to be the best.
Absolutely. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Weston Berry, the Big Dorito, and Atlee Hunsinger. Guys, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. Good luck. We'll see you. Won't be long. We'll be able to high school. We can see you up there next year, too. You excited? You guys excited?
I am excited.
Nervous? Excited? Or just excited?
Excited.
Yeah, you'll be all right. It's going to be okay. You guys walk in and won't have any problem adapting, I promise you, because you guys are very well spoken here on the show, and we appreciate that. Quick break. We're going to jump in and talk about girls on the run. Paisley and Kaylee and Reagan are going to join us next. Girls on the Run at T.A. Duggar Tour Schools next. Brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union.
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best.
The Tour of Schools, round number 3 here. We talk course, we talk boys soccer, coming up softball and golf and drama and the Builders Club and the award-winning band and what else? You got baseball, and then to finish up with track guys and ladies. And we're also going to have Mrs. DeMoss in just a few minutes to talk about NCCU, who is our sponsor. Could not do it without them, obviously. We're going to be back next year for round number, what is it, Andrew, 3 or 4 next year? Be our 3rd year? 5th year? This is our 4th year finishing up. We're going to be going 5th year next year. It's awesome. 5 years with Northeast Community Credit Union. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Reagan Brock, and I did Girls on the Run for 3 years straight.
3 years straight?
Mm-hmm.
How did Reagan get interested in running? That's awesome. What got you going on Girls on the Run?
I started soccer when I was young, and I always loved to run. And then Girls on the Run helped me with getting through changing schools. And I wanted to do it again in middle school, and they decided to do it in middle school, and it was really fun.
Yeah, so you transferred schools. So the Girls on the Run kind of helped you get to know the girls around here because you came in from another school. That's awesome. So for folks out there who don't have a clue, how far do you run when you do Girls in the Run?
We usually try to run we set a goal for the day. If it's raining, we'll run in the gym maybe 20 laps.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we're running out on the track, we'll run 5 laps, which is a really good amount. But at the end of the year, we'll practice our 5K run, which is 12 laps, and then we have a party, and then we'll do the real 5K, which we did a couple weeks ago.
That's awesome. What grade are you in?
I'm in 6th.
6th grade. You've got 2 more years to Girls in the Run. That's awesome. So what's been your personal best time? Have you timed yourself?
No, but my personal best would probably be around 30 laps.
30 laps. It's awesome. Well, good job. All right, let's meet the next one. Hand that mic and tell everybody who you are.
I'm Paisley Ledford.
Hello, Paisley Ledford. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, so talk about you. What grade are you in?
I'm in 6th.
6th grade too? All right, how did you get interested in running?
I also started soccer this year, so I thought Girls on the Run would be a great opportunity to get more practice in for soccer and better opportunities.
That's smart. So it worked off too, didn't it? Now, Girls on the Run teaches you other things besides running, right? You guys like how to deal with bullies and different things. Tell me what else you learned about Girls on the Run besides running.
It's like an opportunity for all girls if they're like self insecure about themselves, and it helps them about that and deal with bullies.
So you guys get to be buds with each other too, right? So
yeah.
Off the track and off the running, you're buddies in the classroom. That's cool. So let's meet this young lady too. Find out who are you, please, ma'am.
I'm Kaylee Howell, and I'm also in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I've also done Girls on the Run for 3 years straight.
Yeah. So what have you learned about Girls on the Run, as we talked about, besides running? How does it help you in the class every day, or just everyday living?
It really just helps us learn more about life in general, and how to get through it. And it also feels like a safe space for us. So.
Now you guys, at the end of the year, you had the big run. You already had it? Is it over? The big run? Where's it in Johnson City? Where'd you guys go?
I think it was in Bristol.
Is it in Bristol this year? I know they rotated. It was in Bristol, the Girls on the Run. So you went to all these other schools, get together, and you had one. I think it was at Sugar Hollows where we all ran, if I remember right. And so everybody gets together, all these different schools, and you run as one big kind of meet, right? Girls on the Run. Did you guys have fun up there doing that? Cool. So this is your first year at TA Dugger. So what's been the cool part? You come in here probably a little scared this time last year, going to go, going to TA Dugger, but you got 1 year under your belt. What's been the cool part of this first year for you at TA Dugger?
Well, it's been really great meeting a lot of new people. I met these two this year.
Awesome.
Because of sports.
Because of sports. So that's how important sports can be in a young person's life. What about you? Tell me, what's been the go past my year? What's been the cool thing about you this first 6th grade, first year?
I think the coolest thing this year was doing Girls on the Run and soccer.
Doing soccer too, yeah. So you made a lot of new friends, didn't you? Cool friends.
Yeah.
Girlfriends to hang out with. What about you? What's your...
I think the best part about TA Dugger is getting to meet all these new teachers and getting all these fun lessons and meeting new people and all these new sports. It's really fun.
Yeah, and it's extra special for you because you transferred in from another school. So it's really been extra special for her getting to meet the kids and the teachers. So who's your sponsor? Who's your coach at Girls on the Run? Which teacher?
Her name's Miss Brittany. She teaches special ed in the Outback too. She helps kids, and then after school she helps us run.
That's awesome. What's her last name?
Tipton.
Coach Tipton. Miss Tipton is the teacher sponsor at Girls on the Run. Well, girls, great job. Thank you for coming by here. Paisley Ledford, Kaylee Howell, and Reagan Brock. How about that? From Girls on the Run. Good job, ladies. Give me one. Give me some taters. Good job, girls. Thank you very much. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this from a place we're going to be on Thursday, the Eagle Center, the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Tour of Schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. We're talking softball coming up next.
One of our great sponsors of the Tom Little Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Folks, never been here. What's going on at the Eagle Center? Tell me about it.
Well, we have so many good things going on. I have wonderful vendors who keep their booths stocked fresh and organized and neat and with new things all the time, great prices, a great selection. We have 2 floors and almost 50 vendors, and you won't see the same thing twice.
A waiting list to get here, downtown Elizabeth in the Eagle Center. Again, it is open, what's your hours?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Closed on Sunday.
Closed on
Pretty
Sunday.
obvious. So, anything you want, again, what's your little catchphrase you always say?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the neatest thing about the Eagle Center? You own the place. What do you think is the neatest thing?
There's so many neat things. You know, so many people have this idea of what an antique store is. We have a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and a lot of in between. It's clean. It's not musty and smelly. It's well lit. It's fun. I mean, there are so many things here to add character and conversation to your homes, gift ideas. We could go on and on. It's a really great store.
How do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook, the Eagle Center Co-op, and then on Instagram, it's Eagle Center Antiques.
And the magic phone number is?
The number is 542-6674.
There you go. One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabeth and the Eagle Center. Proud sponsor of the Tom Little Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
And back on the Tom Little Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Tour Schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. We're joined by the softball team. Put that microphone up a little closer. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Emily Whitson.
Hello, Emily Whitson. You are the Emily Whitson. I didn't recognize you. That's my buddy. I saw her at Kickback Jacks last week. She threw out runners. We're going to talk about that and not put 2 and 2 together and recognize you. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Gracie Shepard.
Gracie Shepard and?
I'm Ava Hansen.
Let's start with Ava Hansen. What was your all's record this year in softball?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You don't know what it was? Okay.
No.
What was your big game? What position you play?
I pitched.
You pitched?
Yes.
Whoa, you like pitching?
I love it.
Have they clocked your pitch? How fast you can bring it?
The fastest I've ever hit is 55, and on a walk-up it was 58.
She knew that. 55, walk-up is 58?
Yes.
Whoa. For a middle schooler, that's pretty good, isn't it? It's bringing it?
I think it's pretty good.
You think it's
My
pretty
opinion.
good? Yeah, it's your opinion. That's awesome. So, what was the big game you had this year?
When we played Tennessee Middle, the first game, we actually beat them, and they went on to win the conference championship. So I think that was one of our best games.
What was the most strikeouts you've had in a game?
I think like 9. I think that was against Churchill. That's when we were in the Star.
Wow. No wonder Coach Harden's ready for you guys to come up there. That's exciting. This is Ava Hansen. So you just primarily pitched and hit too. But
Yeah, I played shortstop.
Shortstop too?
Yeah.
So how did you get started playing softball? What age?
7.
7 years old.
Yes.
You're glad you're doing it?
Yes, I love it.
Yes.
It's
All
my
right.
favorite.
Next one, let's meet her. Again, you are?
Gracie Shepard.
Miss Gracie. When did you start playing softball? What grade?
When I was 6.
6 years old. What position did you play this year? First base? What was the big game for you?
Tennessee Middle.
What did you do? Hit home runs? Have you hit
I hit a home run against Sevier our very first game.
over the fence? Home
Over the
run?
fence.
Wow. So how does it feel? For those who probably have never hit a home run out there watching this, did you actually hit it and cleared the fence?
Yeah.
How did it feel?
It was awesome, and it sounded really good too.
Coming off the bat, it sounded good.
Yeah.
Hit that sweet spot on the bat, and you jacked it out of there. Right field, center field, and left field. Where'd it go?
I think left.
Left field. You're a right-handed batter, right? So, position you play where?
First.
First base, as you said. Going to move up next year, ready to go.
Yep.
With the big club, and so they got a great team coming back next year. They've got a lot of folks coming back, and so you guys are going to add to it. Last but not least, let's get Miss Whitson. So you're the catcher.
Yes, sir.
How many did you throw out this year? One game you threw out, what, 5 or 6?
And when we had our conference tournament, I had 5 putouts in 2 games. But overall, I think this season I had 6 or 7.
Wow.
So.
If you don't remember the last name and put 2 and 2 together, she had a sister that's a pretty good basketball player back in the day at the high school, Miss Riley Whitson, who's now at Milligan. Her daddy cuts hair. Her mama watches everything we do. So we love Amy She's our buddy. So what was a big game for you?
Probably our big game was Liberty Bowl, which was our one before our last game. I had the 3 putouts, which is the most I've had all season.
So which one do you throw them out at? You throw them out at second, throw them out at third?
I had 2 at second and then 1 at third.
Wow, that's awesome. So what's it feel like when ask her about the home run. What's it feel like when you throw somebody out and your teammate puts a tag on them, they out? What's it feel like for you?
It's like you just feel so good about it because you're like, I was actually able to do something. Like, because most of the time you're just there catching the ball and throwing it back to the pitcher, but I feel like I'm actually able to do something, like get them out and have that out.
You excited about going to the high school?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. So we'll go back around. We'll start with you. Tell me, graduating from T.A. Dugger, give me some great memories, great moments, great teachers. What are you always going to remember about T.A. Dugger?
What I'm probably going to remember is like some of the teachers, because some of these teachers, when I was coming up here, I was really nervous, but a bunch of these teachers have got me back into like the loving school, and they have really helped me emotionally and academically. So I would like to thank them for this, and a bunch of like memories I'll have like with my friends hanging out, softball, and a bunch of stuff like that.
What about you, Gracie? What about you? What do you think?
I'm definitely gonna miss Coach Fox. He was my favorite. He's always so funny, and he just helps a lot, and he makes his class really fun.
He's a hoot, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. London loves Coach Fox.
Yeah.
My granddaughter loves Coach Fox.
Yeah.
So you're going to move up? Are you nervous about going to the high school?
Yeah, but I think it'll be fun.
Oh, you'll walk right in and take over the place. What about you?
I'm gonna miss softball here a lot because I got the opportunity to grow and just have a better relationship with all my friends on the softball team.
We've not said who the coach was. The coach was?
Taylor Shanks.
Taylor Shanks. Did she have an assistant?
Yes. Jennifer is my mom.
Your mama?
Yeah.
Oh, is it tough to play for your mom?
Do what?
Was it tough to play for your mama?
Sometimes. She got on me a lot.
Yeah. Probably a little bit more than everybody else, right? Because she has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked Weston the same thing about, is it tough to go to school when your daddy's a principal? He said, so I kind of figured it probably is. So, but you had a good experience.
Yes.
Good job. All right. These are the ladies one more time. It's Ava and Gracie and Emily. Thank you, ladies, for coming. We'll see you up at the high school. Go Cyclones. There you go. Quick break. We're going to go from softball to drama. As we said at the outset of the show, these kids have lots of options to get plugged in a lot of different things. And so we're going to talk about what's going on at the Drama Club and what kind of play production they did. We'll do that right after this tour of schools brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back on the tour of schools, we go from softball to drama. This is A.J. Moore. Good morning, sir. Let me let you hold this. If you're in drama, you ain't scared of a microphone. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
Doing great. Doing great. So you guys did a variety show this year, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did A.J. do in the variety show?
Me and my buddies did improv.
And what did you do?
Well, we did a bunch of skits and little games. We did Would You Take Me on a Date, which is a game where you have to figure out who they are, what special quirk they have, and what they're scared of.
That's pretty good. Would you take me on a date? Is that right?
Yes, it's a very silly game.
Silly game, yeah. So what's the 3 things you got to find out about?
One person is a cartoon character or a Disney character. The second person is scared of something, and the third person has a weird quirk.
So which Disney character was it?
I think we had, I think it was, wait, what Disney character do we have? Yeah, I think it was Cinderella.
Cinderella. All right. What were you scared of?
I wasn't in it. I was watching them do it. I did a Helping Hands and Freeze, which is 2 different games.
That's cool. So you're in 8th grade.
Yes, sir.
Going off to the high school.
Yes,
These
sir.
2 ladies aren't. They're coming back next year. So you've been in drama for how many years here?
2 years.
2 years? What's the cool things about the drama club here at T.A. Duggar?
Well, everybody is very different, and we're all so alike. It's very weird. We're a community that disagrees with everybody and agrees with everybody, and we have a lot of fun doing stuff.
Looking forward to going to the high school?
Mm-hmm.
Going to get involved in the drama through Miss Foster?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So if you could meet a movie star, any movie star, because you think they're cool, who would you like to sit down and talk to?
That's a really good question. I need to think about that for a bit.
Well, as you think about that, pass that to her, and we'll come back to you. Hello. Tell everybody who you are.
Callan Foster, sir.
Hello, Callan. How you doing, lady?
Just fine this evening.
Yes. Thank you for coming. So tell me about what you did in the variety show.
So for the variety show, I was in the do's and don'ts of raiding a dragon's hoard, which was basically just a short little skit of 3 friends, all different, who come together to play a fantasy tabletop game, and it's very fun. I was the Dragon Slayer murder hobo in that. So
the Dragon Slayer murder hobo. Okay, who else was in this with you?
I believe a girl named Sarah and the kind of director, main character, Sam Krug.
Cool. So did you pick this out, or the teacher pick it out for you?
So I was gonna do it at first, and then I had to cancel. But then they completely revised the script, and I was asked to do it again. So I looked over the script, and I really liked it. So
it's awesome. So the rest of it's history. So you come back next year.
Yes,
Looking
sir.
forward to being involved in the drama club again next year too.
For sure, I'm very happy that it's a class this year. But yeah,
Yeah. So what's been the cool part of you're in 6th grade or 7th grade?
I'm in 7th grade.
7th
sir.
grade. So listen to that, sir. Isn't that nice? So what's been the cool part of 7th grade this year for you?
Well, it's kind of like being the middle child in the T.A. Duggar family. You're always kind of forgotten, but you're still there, and you feel like you're kind of the surplus of the population.
Yeah, you're there. Sometimes you feel like you're forgotten, but you make sure everybody knows you're there, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Let's meet this last young lady, too. Tell everybody who you are, please.
Harper Whitaker, sir.
Yep, and you're in?
I'm in 6th grade.
6th grade, right? What did you do in the variety show?
Me and 2 of my friends, we did a voodoo doll skit, and it's pretty much this girl gets lost in the woods, and then she meets this cabin which has a witch and her daughter in it, and then the daughter controls her with like a little doll, and she does like a dance. It's pretty cool.
So who are your buddies that were in it with you?
It was Avery Grill and Harper Grant.
Harper Grant and Avery did it. Okay. Same question. First year at T.A. Duggar. Which elementary did you come from?
I came from Eastside Elementary.
From Eastside, land of the pirates. So from there to here, you got 1 year under your belt at T.A. Duggar. What's been the cool things for you this first year at T.A. Duggar?
I would say, I think the responsibility of it, it's made me like a better person, more organized and everything. And also, I've got to meet more people than just what came from my elementary school. I've met people from Harry McCormick and Westside too.
You made friends with them too, right? Awesome. What are you going to do this summer? We got plans to go vacation somewhere?
Yeah, me and my family were going on a cruise, and then I'll probably just sleep in.
Cool. Where were you going on the cruise? Jamaica.
Jamaica and the Bahamas.
Wow, I'm jealous. All right, AJ, you've had a chance to think this up. We'll come back to you, sir. You're getting ready to head off to. Are you excited about going to high school?
Yes.
Yeah, the other 2 ladies will be coming back here, but he's heading off. So, as the gentleman here of the 3, so what's going to be a big memory now that you had a chance to think about it? Leaving T.A. Duggar. What's something you're always going to remember about the T.A. Duggar Junior High?
Definitely the lunch. It's terrible.
Okay.
It's very, very bad, but I'll remember it.
Yeah. There you go. So, well, you got something to look forward to. You get to high school. Hopefully the lunches will be better there, right? So did you bring your lunch?
No, I did not bring my lunch.
So you kept eating the lunch that wasn't any good, but you kept eating it, so that's good.
Yeah. I don't really not eat food because it's provided, so I still eat it.
There you go. Good job. So what's a teacher that's influenced you here about T.A. Duggar? You always remember going, thank you because you pushed me to be the best I could be.
I would say it was either Mr. Duggar or Miss Ridley.
There you go. All right. Good job, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I love the middle school or the middle grade process. That's good. She said, we're forgotten, but we let everybody know we're here. That's cool. All right, we go from drama to the Builders Club. Got the band coming, so don't go away. It's a tour of schools. We do this every spring and fall. We have one more stop. We'll be coming up on Wednesday in Harold McCormick to wrap up the year. We've been everywhere but there, and so we will take a quick break. We'll come right back, and we're going to be joined here in just in a minute. Our little buddy, she does an awesome job with the Northeast Community Credit Union, Miss Andrea. She'll join us in a minute. We're going to get the Builders Club in first. We'll take a break. We got Finn and Claire next to learn about the Builders Club. What's that all about? Here at T.A. Duggar, the Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
We're back with the Tour of Schools. We're ready for the Builders Club. We go ladies at first from the South. We show our manners. Hello, Claire Perry. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So tell me, what for folks out there going, okay, what's the Builders Club? What's it all about?
We do service projects to help our community in any way that we can, just by doing several things. Like for the flood, we pack boxes to give to families in need, and we raise money, and we're actually giving money to some foundations right now. Like, I think we're doing Make-A-Wish, and what's the other one? Gamers versus Cancer. So we're donating money to those.
Tell me, for folks out there still don't believe it, I'm going to go out this week if I can get slowed down. I'm going to go up to Hampton. I'm going to show some video of what's still up there. They still got cars stacked on top of each other. The flood happened in September. We're still not, it'll be a long time to get things back to normal if we ever do. I don't think we'll ever have another normal. But you guys have helped with the flood victims through the Builders Club. What'd y'all do?
So Builders Club and some different organizations for the school, we each raised certain things for families, and we put boxes together with like stuff for your pantry and towels and cleaning products, just to do anything that we could to help those families in need.
Now, there were some of the kids here at the school went through this, didn't they?
Yes.
Yep. Down the east side last week, found out there were 7 kids displaced because of the flooding, so I'm sure they had some up here too. So what's it feel like to help people, know that you're helping somebody out?
I think it feels nice just to know that you're contributing to your community.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. What grade are you in?
I'm in 7th.
7th grade. Tell me about this year. What's some of the cool things you'll always remember about 7th grade at T.A. Duggar?
I've gained some good friendships this year, and it's just been a really enjoyable year.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to 8th grade year?
Yeah, I guess so.
What else do you do here? You play sports? You in the choir?
No, I don't play any sports. I'm pretty much just Builders Club.
Awesome. That's enough, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Let's meet Finn Grindstaff. You have seen his dad here on the show. His dad would be the world-famous banjo picker. Made a song with who? Pretty famous song with what young lady did he help us?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, yep. Dolly Parton did his song Forever Young with Rod Stewart, went #1 in the world in bluegrass. Do you play an instrument?
I play piano and I do saxophone in the band.
Yep. So let's talk about the Builders Club. Tell me about the other thing, Gamers versus Cancer, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's where, it's an organization where you're contributing to cancer research through video games.
Cool. Tell me how that works. That's awesome.
I don't have too much information on it, and we're just considering donating to these. It's not final.
Gamers versus Cancer. That's cool. Now, the other one you all talk about was a Make-A-Wish, is that right?
Yeah.
Tell me about Make-A-Wish.
It's an organization where they give kids with cancer
or a life-threatening disease, their last wish for free.
Mm-hmm. So you guys raise money for that, is that right?
Yeah, we're using our leftover money for organizations and for next year.
That's awesome. So how much money did you guys raise? Am I allowed to ask? You have any idea?
We have about $700, I think.
Left over?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome. How'd you guys raise the money?
We did a Valentine's dance, and we got a lot of money from that.
How
and
many?
from last year.
From last year, too, in the Valentine's dance. So you had to pay to come to the dance, sell tickets?
Yeah, and we had a concession stand.
Cool. So you raised the money. So you're helping these kids, the flood victims, and Make-A-Wish, and also the Gamers versus Cancer. So what grade are you in?
6th.
Tell me about your first year at Tia Duggar. What's been a cool thing you always remember about Tia Duggar 6th grade?
It's been a big change since elementary school, but it's been good. You need to be more responsible than in elementary school, and there's a lot of good teachers.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. You want to brag on yourself about Master Club? You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Yeah.
He goes to Pleasant Beach. We have a competition every year called Master Club, a group, and so they go to the regional competition. It's up in West Virginia against a bunch of other churches, and just about every year, Finn, I know a couple of years ago, he was named one of the outstanding, we call him outstanding preacher boy, extemporaneous speaking, so I'm not surprised. So he has a big future for him and with him, and so that's good stuff. You play, what'd you say, the saxophone? Is that right?
Yeah, I played piano for the competition.
Play for the competition up there, but you also play sax, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever got any interest in picking the banjo like your daddy?
I've tried to learn it a little bit, but I'm more interested in saxophone.
Absolutely. Your dad makes it look, it ain't easy to play the banjo, is it?
No.
He makes it look so easy, so effortless. It blows my mind. He can sit and pick and he'll talk to me while he's playing, Rocky Top or whatever he plays, with a circle being broken, never bats an eye, never misses a beat. This young man's as talented as well. Claire, thank you, young lady, for coming by here.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Finn Grindstaff, you're awesome. Good job, guys. The Builders Club. Now, you got, how many kids are in the Builders Club, you had to guess?
60, around 60.
Around
50
60? 50 or 60? Who was the president?
I am.
I'm sitting beside royalty. I did not realize you. How did you get to be the president? Let me let you finish it up here. How'd you get to be president?
We had to get elected to be like a position, an officer. So I went up there and did a presentation on why I think I should be picked.
Awesome. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
That's a pretty cool award, isn't it?
Yeah.
That your peers said we want you to be prez. Yeah. That's awesome. You raised over you had more than $700, right?
Yes. To give to each organization.
Wow. It's awesome. The Builders Club. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
All right, quick break. We'll be right back. We're clicking them off here. The band, the world-famous Betsy Band. Of course, that's up there with 3-time state champion, but it starts down here at the T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Marching Band. Before we get to that, we're going to take a break. We're going to be joined by her. That would be Mrs. DeMoss from Northeast Community Credit Union right after this, and we're going to learn about the band, baseball, and the Tracksters right after this on the Tour Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's t-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry Fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike Dry Fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the tour of schools, Mr. Dillard's in here with us. Got a brother that's a pretty good baseball player.
Yeah.
Are you as good as he is?
No. Well, yeah, probably.
That's what I want to hear. That. Absolutely. I want you. Yeah. So I want you to say yes. Of course. What position you play?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You just put an E beside his name. Everywhere. First base, catcher, pitcher,
Pretty much,
shortstop, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Big game for you this year. What's a game you always remember? At the plate or in the field or both?
Everywhere. Just both.
Okay.
Pretty much.
What was the game? What was the big game against who? Who'd you have your best game at this year?
Probably Greenville.
Okay. What happened that game? Why was it your best game?
I pitched pretty good there.
Pitched pretty good? How good's pretty good?
Like maybe 8 strikeouts that game.
8 strikeouts. Okay. Ava had 9 strikeouts in softball. So you had 8 strikeouts in baseball. That's pretty cool. So, looking forward to going up to the big school next year?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's talk about memories you always have in 8th grade of being at T.A. Duggar. What's something you're always going to remember about this school in 8th grade?
Just like the coaches and the teammates, how we're all family.
Mm-hmm. We're excited. We had a great baseball team this year up to high school, so you're going to be able to contribute right away. So, you will be, what was your new uniform number, by the way?
3.
Number 3. So, you guys are finishing things up. You've had graduation up here. Not going to have graduation. Last day of school's coming up on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty excited?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, if you could sit down and meet who's your favorite baseball player?
For MLB, everything?
Anybody.
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. So, if you could meet anybody you want to sit down, McKeon's shaking his head, but if you could meet anybody you want to sit down and meet Bryce Harper of the Philadelphia Phillies,
sure.
That'd be a good one to meet. So, how about that Evan Carter? He's pretty good, too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tearing it up. Center fielder for the Texas Rangers. All right, you got to get going to the orthodontist. Get trucking. You're out. Good job. Thank you, sir. Move over, guys, if you don't care. Oh, that's all right. You can stay right there. Mr. McKeon's in the house. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good. Daddy can't. You look just like just like I'm looking at Andrew. Andrew's on the show all the time, as you know. President of Carter County Bank. Great guy. So, what position did you play?
Wherever they needed me.
Really? What's the favorite place if you could pick your position, which one would you like to be at?
Pitcher.
Like to pitch? All right. Tell me what kind of year, what was your best game this year? Who was it against?
Probably Indian Trail.
Put that up here a little closer so I can hear you.
Probably Indian Trail.
Indian Trail, good. What did you do? Now, you had 8 strikeouts. What did you do that night?
I don't remember. I just came in and shut him down, though.
You came in and shut him down. Slammed the door. Okay. How you do at the plate? Got power? Can you hit it?
Mainly contact, not much power.
All right, but you spread all over the ballpark. You get on base. That's good. Same thing. Big memory for you leaving here, getting ready to go to the high school next year. And so tell me some memories you'll always remember at T.A. Duggar Junior High.
Well, beating Greenville, that's mainly one of them. Indian Trail, too, shutting them down.
Mm-hmm.
Our trip that we had our 7th grade year. A lot of great memories here.
Tell me about the 7th grade trip. Where'd you guys go?
We went to watch a baseball game. Bowling Green.
Really? Cool. You was Coach Hardin and all that. Bowling Green University is where you guys went to watch?
No, we went to Tennessee playing Bowling Green.
Okay, went to watch UT play Bowling Green down in Knoxville.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So it was a team trip. Everybody go down. Cool. Neat stuff. So what do you do this summer? Getting ready for the baseball season start up there?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Nathan McKeon. So who is a teacher or teachers that has pushed you and said, we're going to get you to be the best you can be? Who's a teacher you always remember here?
Miss White.
Miss White? Okay, she's pushed you, make you be the best you can be. Good. All right. Let's meet this gentleman right here. Mr. Reed's in the house. Look up that camera and say hello to your mother.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. There you go. And your dad, but say hello to your father, too.
And Dad.
And Dad. There you go. What position?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. So what was the position you played the best at?
Probably catcher.
Hind catcher? Awesome. big game for you this year. Who was against?
Probably Greenville.
Yeah. Everybody likes to beat Greenville, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the rival. Greenville and Indian Trail, for those of you out there, that feeds into Science Hill, which is the big school in Johnson City, so that's always a biggie, too. So, give me, what was it like to play for Coach Harden down here in 8th grade, Tia Duggar?
It was good. Good 3 years.
Mhm.
I like just like the things that he would do,
Mhm.
like the practices, like everything that the way that he coached.
Mm-hmm. Going to miss him?
Good.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. We'll move up to Coach Cord, getting ready for the big school coming up next year. And you're also going to play football, right?
Yes, sir.
So when do you report to football? Friday's your half day of school. So when does, like Friday afternoon or Saturday, you become a high school Cyclone, right?
It's first football practice is next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Coach Whitten will be looking forward to having you guys up there. He's talking a lot about you guys coming. It's 8th grade class for the football team, which kickoff was in 98 days. Is that right? 95 days to kickoff to Cyclone football. So this young man's going to play a big part. Looking forward to it. What was a big memory for you playing football this year?
Good record. We only lost one game,
Mhm.
which was against Greenville, sadly.
Mhm.
But it's still good.
What was a big game for you?
Just any of them.
Any
They
of
were all
them.
good.
You just like to hit people.
Mhm.
And you rather hit or get hit? Which one?
Hit.
You like to hit people?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I like to hit people. All right. You played on defense. You played where?
Corner.
Corner. You like to pop them too, right? Rattle their cage. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
we'll see you up there this fall to be here before you know it. That'd be Mr. McKeon and Mr. Reed in the house. Again, part of the baseball team. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We got a few more here. We're going to learn from the band and also the track team, and we'll do that right after this. And Mrs., she's coming up next. She's up there going, I'm ready to talk, and we want her to come be with us because we couldn't be doing this without her. Well, quick break. We'll be right back after this from the Future Farmers of America of Elizabethton High School.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
Back on the tour of schools. Again, we're showcasing in an hour or so what we've got to show all these different clubs and all these different organizations these kids can get involved in. These young ladies with the award-winning Tia Duggar Fighting Cyclone Marching Band, Gretchen Sieben. How you doing, lady?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So what instrument did you play?
I play French horn.
French horn. How did you, all the instruments you could have played, why did you choose rather the French horn?
I went to I tried out the instruments. Just that one just fit me the best. It was really fun to play. I like how much range it has, and it just looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So it looks cool walking around with playing a French horn. Yeah. So what's been a big moment for the band? I mean, do you guys have a competition like the high school does?
No, but we do participate in lots of parades and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's lots of marching band practices. Like we were in the Christmas parade. We do this kind of every year, but that's definitely a big part of it for us.
Yeah. So being in the band is a cool thing.
Uh-huh.
Lots of friends, lots of buds.
Yes.
You're going to move up to the high school next year, getting ready to be a part of the three-time back-to-back-to-back state champion Betsy Band with Mr. Valentine. So you excited about going?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Great memories of T.A. Dugger Junior High. You'll always remember about being a student here.
I really like the support from all my teachers. I've made so many friends being here, and I just love playing music in the band. It's so much fun being here.
So if you could meet somebody, any artist in the world, whether they're alive or dead, you could sit down across the table and have lunch with them at T.A. Dugger, who would you want to meet and sit and talk to?
Oh, man. I'm really not sure. I just can't think of anyone.
Let me throw some out and see. Would you like to meet Elvis Presley? No. Okay. Would you like to meet the Beatles?
I guess so.
Okay. Would you like to meet Taylor Swift?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Would you like to meet, who else would I come up with? Bruce Springsteen. No?
Well, I've heard some stuff about him.
Okay. I'm obviously dating myself, so obviously I'm not in the loop. So that's good. That's all right. So, but you've had a great experience here at
Yeah,
Dugger, right?
it's been really fun.
Okay. All right. Let's meet Chevelle. Hello, Chevelle Hicks. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What instrument you play, ma'am?
Clarinet.
Clarinet. Same question. How'd you get started playing the clarinet?
So we did the same thing. It's kind of a whole process where everyone gets the best fit of an instrument. Like
Mhm.
it's all one night. I was the best at the clarinet out of all the instruments that I tried, so I picked that one.
Yeah. What were some of the other ones you tried?
I tried the flute, but my pinky wouldn't stretch far enough to play it correctly. I was really bad at the trumpet. I tried the French horn also, but it wasn't the best. And I also tried percussion.
So trumpet wasn't your baby. So nah, we're gonna go with clarinet. It's cool. And so you're glad you played it, had fun. What's some great memories about being in the band here this year? What you guys do that you always remember? Something neat.
We did a lot this year. A big part of it was hard, but I got used to a new band director, Miss Hutchison. It was hard to accept at first that our band director was leaving, our old one, but I have learned stuff from her that I wouldn't have learned from him, and it's just great to see a new experience from that. And it's pretty convenient that I wore this today. This is my junior clinic shirt. People in 7th and 8th grade can go audition for it. It's an honors band. A bunch of people try out for it. And if you get in, it's big deal for us.
Yeah.
And we rehearsed for 2 days, and on the second day, we performed a concert. Me and Gretchen both got into the 8th grade band.
You got in too? Yes. You didn't tell me that. Shame on you. You should have told me. So you both are, what is it again? You are?
Junior clinic.
Junior clinic. Where'd you guys go to perform?
It's Ross and Robinson.
Ross and Kingsport. Cool. So how neat. That makes you even extra excited about getting up there next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So same question. Things you'll always remember about being a student at T.A. Dugger.
It's a lot of memories, good and bad, but especially this year, I feel that I've become more social. I used to be really, really shy. Back in 6th grade, I wouldn't talk a whole lot unless it was with my friends, but now I'm less nervous.
So what brought you out of your shell, so to speak? What made you more talkative, more social?
I feel like being exposed to other things instead of just staying in my own shell all the time really helped.
There you go. That's why all these different groups and clubs get a chance to spread their wings, expand their horizons, and meet people. So there you go. Good job. Awesome job, ladies. Have a great summer. We'll see you up at the high school, okay? Chevelle and Gretchen in the house. That's awesome. All right, we're going to take one more break. We're going to get Mrs. DeMoss in here, and then we're going to get the track guys in here, and ladies are coming up. Mrs. DeMoss is going to be here right after you take this quick break, and we'll come right back, and we'll let her talk about the sponsorship right after this. Look here. I told you she'd be here, and she's here. She's always dependable. Mrs. DeMoss, Northeast Community Credit Union. It's amazing. Every time we go to one of these schools, I just sit back and just It's unbelievable how poised they are. There's no does and us. These kids, they're on it. They know what to talk about. They speak very, what would be the word, very elegantly. They just know what to say, and they're very sure of themselves, and it's awesome. So we've learned chorus, boys soccer, girls, and we still got the track guys coming up here in just a second, and ladies. Girls on the run, softball, drama, builders club, the band, chorus, as we said, baseball, and get ready to visit with the track kids, young people. So, and again, in an hour, we can't begin to encapsulate the whole school year and all the organizations. It's a pretty good start. It's amazing every time we do this, isn't it?
It is, yeah. They're amazing in all they do, and there's so much to do in Elizabethton City Schools that I think it just sets them up for a bright future for high school.
Absolutely. And every time we get done, we all sit around this guy and go, gosh, it's just, I mean, we did that at West Side, we did it at East Side, we did it at high school. We're here today. We'll finish things up for the year Wednesday at Harold McCormick, the land of the Hurricanes, and so we'll be in the library there. But again, it's, it's just, I don't know, it's very encouraging to me because you always hear the knock on this generation. These kids aren't going to do anything. They're not driven. They're lazy. They're this. And I hear that all the time. And these kids prove them wrong from the grade school to the high school, now today the middle school. They're driven. They got goals, and they're going to accomplish them. And they couldn't be on this sheet if they weren't doing things.
That's exactly right. I'm so impressed every time we come. And thanks to their teachers and their parents, grandparents, I think it takes a team and us working together and giving them a voice. I think that's the new day and age of what's so important. It's not just memorizing a paragraph in a book or anything like that, but just doing. They're going to remember that and remember how you treat people and how to be treated. Yeah.
Well put. You're exactly right. So one of the things you guys like, wait a minute, let's get through the class change. There we go. One of the things you like talking about is giving money to the teachers year-round, $300 a month. If you're out there, you got to listen to this. This is a no-brainer. Tell them how this works.
It is Helping Teachers Teach, and Northeast Community Credit Union gives $300 12 months of the year, and all it is a one-page, just fill it out, of your need in your classroom in one of the 5 surrounding counties, the eligibility. So that's Carter, Washington, Unicoi, Johnson, and Sullivan. We love to do that. Take your picture with a big check and then get photos of what you spent your money on, which is so exciting. And we just continue to do that, and we're going to continue because that's so important. It's $300 for any need, and it's not hard to apply. You can apply on our website at bmycu.org or in person.
Just that easy.
Yeah.
And why would you not? Even during school, being out in the summer every month, you can do the math, 300 times 12, $3,600. They're giving to teachers in the 5 counties, Carter, Sullivan, Johnson, Washington, Unicoi.
That's correct.
There you go. So, and they probably aren't hearing this now because they're in class, but if you know someone that's a teacher, you need to say, hey, you need to go to BMyCU, say it again,
BMyCU.org.
That's it, BMyCU.org, and get signed up because you can win $300 for your classroom. And it's happening every month. Somebody's going to win it. Might as well be someone you know out there on the other side of the microphone and the camera. So we'll be together again on Wednesday, one more time at Harold McCormick Elementary, wrapping things up for the year. So we're back next year. You said it's going to be the 5th year?
I think so. And then I think it's the 4th year next year for Readers or Winners.
Which has been a big hit.
Yes.
Yeah. We can't thank you enough. And David, and of course Teresa, who's handed the baton off to David, who's now the CEO of the credit union. So we got big plans for next year, but we want to say thanks again publicly. Couldn't be here without these guys. It's real simple. Northeast Community Credit Union. Last thing, the 19E got washed away, flooded out, but we've got a brand new temporary, getting ready to build a permanent. Tell us about that.
We are. We're so excited. They've built it up. We are open behind that area. It may not seem like that, but we are in a temporary modular back behind where they are doing construction on 19E. You can do anything, loans. There's an ATM back there. There's a drive-through. They're inside. You can go and do a transaction, and then it's coming along as planned. And then we'll wrap things up very soon. We're excited to cut a ribbon pretty soon at our main office in Elizabethton behind Elizabethton High School.
Road Mountain, Oakland Ave, 19E, as we set up on the 4-lane, and
main office
on Jason Witten Way, which is right down the street here by the high school. So the website gets you started. Everything you need. If you need some money for vacation, need money for a car, need whatever you need, it starts with BMyCU.org. cu.org.
That is correct.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Yes.
Good
See
job,
you then.
buddy. Yep. Coach Williams, come down. I want to get Coach Williams on there. Coach, come on. Oh, yeah, come on down. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the king. He's my buddy. We're going to take a quick break. We'll make the switch, and then we're going to finish things up with our track and field folks. They're chomping to be over here. I want to get my bud on over here. He's a dandy. He joins us next.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
We're back on the tour of schools. This is my bud. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, Mr. Taylor. How are you?
Tell me about who you are, sir.
My name is Travis Williams. I'm the assistant principal and athletic director here at T.A. Dugger.
How many sports do we have, sir?
13.
13 sports. So, and let's see if we can name them. See if I leave anything off. We go football.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I'm going to try it. Ready? See if I get them right. Football, track, wrestling, boys soccer, girls soccer, basketball, boys, basketball, girls. Wait a minute, don't go. Volleyball, golf, boys golf, girls golf, and let me think. Cheerleading, swimming. Got swimming. I said wrestling. I think I got them all. I don't know.
Didn't say tennis.
Did not say tennis. So there you go.
Did you?
What is that? Is that the late bell?
It is.
That means.
Did you hear that a lot back in school?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, there's a lot of times the door was shut when I was trying to get to class. I had to go to the hall. I had to give me a pink slip. So, Mr. Taylor, you're late again.
I had a few of those.
Oh yeah, it's out in the hall talking. So, let's talk about it. Been a great athletic year, starting football last fall, and we've wrapped up with these tracksters going to come join us here in a second. So, how would you grade the athletic season at T.A. Dugger across the board? A, B, C, or D?
A.
A, all the way.
All the way.
Yeah, had a great football right on through to track, and so it's. Here's the thing, Andrew and I talk about this all the time in Nicole. The whole point of this show is to show what we're allowing these kids to get plugged into. In athletics, you got 13 opportunities to get into something, whether you're a boy or girl.
We do.
At T.A. Dugger to get into sports.
We do.
So
it's we have so many opportunities here at T.A. Dugger for children to get involved, and we encourage them to do so. Everything from band to drama to the kids that participated in the state track tournament this past weekend. We have a lot going on here at T.A. Dugger. We have a lot to be thankful for, and what sets us apart from everyone else is our people. We got great coaches, great teachers.
Amen.
I think a lot of times that I've talked to parents who are from out of state, and it's the first time they come to our community, and they say, well, how do I set up a meeting with you to come speak to you? And I said, you don't have to set up a meeting.
Just come on.
Just come on and talk to us.
Yep.
So that's one thing that sets us apart.
Yep, absolutely. Special place, no question. So you played sports, you've coached sports. How big or maybe how important is sports in the development of a kid's life? Because, well, I'll let you answer. How big is it playing sports?
It's huge. By nature, we're social. We're social creatures, and we're supposed to be around people. We're supposed to have rules and guidelines to follow. And, the coaches in my life are – sorry, my walkie-talkie's going on.
You're an important guy. I got you.
The coaches in my life were very instrumental in my success.
Absolutely.
And they held me accountable when I needed it. They told me how to and taught me how to finish my goals and achieve my goals. And, it's so important. And it teaches you how to live, through life's ups and downs. And it's a great teacher.
It ain't always going to be sunshine and roses.
No, it's not.
My coach used to tell me, I'm going to chew your butt out. I'm going to chew you out. Don't take it personal, because I want you to get you from here to here. And the only way I'm going to do it is to get you dialed in. So if I chew on you, don't take it personal.
Well, that's right. I think – especially nowadays, we see criticism as a bad thing. Well, as a coach, if I don't correct that behavior, if I don't correct what you're doing incorrectly, you're never going to get better. And that's part of coaching. And, sometimes a little bench time will
get your attention. Oh, it got my attention a lot.
I know.
Yeah. That and that board. You ever get the board?
The board. Explain the board.
Oh, it's called a paddle.
Oh, yes, I did get the board, Mr. Taylor.
Yeah.
I did.
How many times I hear consequence of your choices?
That's right.
Come in here, I want to talk to you. There wasn't much talking.
No, there wasn't.
No, but it's all right. It made me a better person. So these guys and girls are about to meet these track people. They've done a yeoman's job.
They have.
Incredible job. It's a lot of personal records and school records.
They have. Yeah. They've done a tremendous job. The coaches have really done a tremendous job this year and took us to a new level, and we're appreciative.
Our track coach, Coach Wilson, who else?
Coach Wilson, Samantha Maney. She's done a great job. You may know her. She's a juvenile detective here in the system.
Yeah, I know her. She's a good lady. Cares about the kids.
Yeah, Leah Moore, Miss Frickle. They've done a great job.
You've done a great job, dog.
Well,
You're my buddy.
I appreciate it. Autumn Thomas. They've all done a great job. I could go on and on. So, we've just got great people surrounding us.
Absolutely. These kids are lucky to have people that these coaches really care and pour into them. All right, quick break. We're wanting to meet these tracksters. They're here. Two ladies, and Miss Sabo's over there. I did not see. Aubrey's in the house, who can also, she's a heck of a basketball player, too. I know that. I've seen her play. All right, we'll take a quick break. Thank you, sir. Let's come up here to invade your school.
Hey, you're welcome.
The tour of schools, our final guest, and then Mrs. Moores will come talk about if you want your student involved in this great school system, the out-of-school zone. What's the current number, Nicole? 100. She's going to look it up. It was 120 last week. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Our tracksters, come on over. You'll join us next on the tour of schools.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Back on the Tour of Schools, our final guest here on the Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union, is our track folks, and they've had a heck of a year. Tell everybody who you are, sir.
I'm Rylan Garland.
I love it. I'm Rylan Garland. I love it. The scout will be on radio. He's got the pipes. He's going to be a heck of a basketball player, too, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are. I can't wait to call his games next year. But this, right now, we're talking about track. Tell me about the big year you had at track.
I don't know. It's just been a great season.
Okay. What have you done?
Just like the 400, and we've had a great relay team all year.
Yeah,
and broke some school records. That was pretty good.
Yep. What was your best time on the school records?
53.89, and then the 4x4 was 351, I think.
All right, I'm going to look this up real quick because Coach Wilson sent this to me last night. I forgot to pull it up. He gave me all stats. So what's been the biggest moment of the track and field for you this year? What's the big
Probably
event?
making it to state and like running at that big of a level.
Tell us about that. Where was the state track meet at?
It was at Austin P University, and it was just a fun experience having a run there, and it was just good all around.
Okay, don't hang on here. I'm going to find this. Mike Wilson. Boom, there it is. Okay. And let's see. Why is it not popping up? Of course, it wouldn't pop up when I'm live and I need it. Never. That's the way it always works. All right, so you ran what event?
The 400 meter and the 4x4.
Okay. Oh, I could take his phone and throw it up against the wall, and it'll work when I don't need it. So, let's look under Coach real quick, because he sent me all the stats, and I should have had this up, and I apologize. But it's worth it because, here we go, Coach Mike Wilson. There we go. All right. Rylan Garden was ranked as high as number 6 in the state in the 400 meter. Broke the school record 3 times, and our boys 4x4 relay broke the school record numerous times. Who was on the 4x4?
It was me, Holston, Tyson. Oh, my bad.
There you
Me,
go.
Holston, Tyson, and Max.
Holston,
Yeah.
Tyson, who?
And Tyson Elliott and Max Fields.
Max Fields and Tyson Elliott. So you broke
Yes,
the
sir.
school record numerous times. All right. So you're moving up next year. What's going to be a big memory for you always from T.A. Duggar Middle School as a student?
Probably just run with all my friends and like just having a good time out there.
Yep.
Just building friends out at the track.
Yep. And you're our team MVP. Runs 400 meters, 200, 4x200 relay, and the 4x400 anchor that plays ninth in the state on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Wow. This past Saturday?
Yeah. This
Cool.
past Saturday.
That is awesome. So it's worth getting it. All right, let's pass it to Holston Cole. 400 meters, 4x100 hurdles, 4x400 relay that placed ninth in the state on Saturday. Won our team's medal for leadership. Leads the team in prayer and devotionals. Oh, boy. How about that? Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so tell me, goodness, look at all these different events. So let's talk about the 4x400 relay. Who's on that?
Well, like you
That's the
said,
same guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Then tell me about the 4x100 hurdles.
the 4x1, that was me. Oh, let's think here. Me, Eli, Whitaker, I think Ryder, and then Nolan, I think. Yeah, those were the 4x4. I mean 4x1. That was 4x1.
So you went to the state meet Saturday?
Yeah, we went to the state meet on
You
Saturday.
were there too, so
Yeah.
obviously. So what was it like to go run in the state against the best in the state?
It was really competitive because a lot of the time, the only comp we've had was Robinson, and they weren't at all of our meets, so it was a lot better at state because we had competition in almost every lane.
Yeah. So up here, the only competition you had was Robinson Middle School, basically. You blew everybody else's doors off, right?
Yeah,
basically.
There was one time we managed to lap a couple people at one race. So
You lapped them?
Yeah, that was fun. Well,
wow.
Rylan lapped him. He was the last leg, so.
He could roll. He can run, can he?
Yeah.
Runs like a deer. All right. So let me get these ladies on here real quick. Thanks to Coach Wilson for giving me this information. Let's go with Aubrey Sabo. Best time in T. Duggar girls 200 meters in the last 10 years. What was your time, dear?
29:06.
29:06. That would be in the 200 meters. That's smoking it. It's going up and down the track. Second best time in girls 100 meters in the last 10 years. What was your 100?
13:72.
Wow. Top three best times in 400 meters in the past 10 years. What was your best time in 400, which is a lap around the football field?
109 something.
109? Wow.
No, 108 something.
108. Won the girls MVP for the track and field. Pretty cool about that, too. It looks just like, every time I look at them, I'm talking to London, my granddaughter. They look just exactly alike, or a lot alike. So you're going to be playing basketball, too, correct?
Mm-hmm.
She can play, folks. She can motor up and down the floor like that ball's attached to her hand. So what's the cool thing about going to the state track meet for you? What was the cool part about that?
I didn't go to state.
You didn't go?
No.
Didn't get to go? What was the cool part about being the girls MVP? What's that mean to you to do that and get that?
That I worked really hard for it.
Mm-hmm. Cool things you're always going to remember about Tia Duggar as a student. So a teacher or some good times, you can go back and go, man, I remember Tia Duggar. This is what happened. What's something you're always going to remember?
The friends I made.
Yep. Who are some of the teachers that pushed you to be the best you could be?
I remember Miss Klein.
Miss Klein?
Yes.
What did she teach?
Math.
Math?
In 6th grade.
Sixth grade math teacher, Miss Klein. Cool. All right, Miss B Play is here with us. Let's get her on, too. Again, thanks, Coach Wilson, getting us these stats. I appreciate this very much. 400 meters, 4x100 relay, 4x200 relay. Who was on the 4x100 with you? Who were your other teammates on the relay?
I didn't run the 4x1. I ran the 4x2.
4x2. Okay, so it's 4x200 relay. Who was on that?
It was me, Kyra.
Kyra's last name is?
I have no idea. Yeah, Campbell.
Kyra Campbell. Okay, because these people out there don't know who these people are. Okay.
Heather Meyer.
Heather Meyer.
Samira Ebanks.
Samira Ebanks. All right, that's a 4x200. What was your best time, you remember?
For the 200,
Mhm.
it was 29 point something.
20. Wow, that's awesome. All right, the 4x400 relay. Were you on it?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what we went to state for.
Okay, who was on that team?
Samira Ebanks, me, Harper Kulake, and I forgot her name.
Do you run the leg? You're on the anchor,
I
rather?
run third leg.
Third leg?
I
Awesome.
Second leg,
What's her name? Alice Hackett.
Alice Hackett, all right. Placed in the top 15 in Tennessee Saturday. Austin P won our team medal for leadership. Is that pretty cool? Did you got leadership?
Yeah.
Did your teammates vote on you for that?
I have no idea.
You don't know, you just won it. That's awesome. Yeah. So, again, same question. 8th grade, finishing up your career at T.A. Dugger. What's something you're always going to remember as a student at T.A. Dugger? Or a teacher, or a moment, or an activity, or something?
My whole 7th grade year, because that was my first year being in like public school.
Mm-hmm.
Because I moved from Florida, and it was a really good experience from going from homeschool to public school, and like everyone was really nice and like welcoming.
They accepted you in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's a big
and
deal.
The
You move
teachers
from.
are really nice, and they like helped me like get used to everything.
Sure. Well, you move from another school system, maybe you don't know anybody, and so you got to kind of like, so they made you feel welcome.
Right.
And the teachers and the students did, so it's cool. So now you feel like you're here, now you're a part of it, right?
Right. Yes.
Awesome. So you guys are going up. Sabo, you ready? You excited about going up next year to the high school? Are you nervous?
Yes.
Are you really? Yeah. Oh, you'll do fine. So are you nervous?
Not really.
No. I know you're not. No, these guys is really cool. So this is part of the track team. So you guys set records. Give it back to Rylan here to finish up. Thank you, Samantha. So you guys and ladies kind of set the bar pretty high for the track and field team for next year, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball. I'm expecting you to do very well. We've had this talk, have we not? After
Yeah,
the,
we have.
Yeah. I had the talk. I said, this guy can be as good as he wants to be. He's got to get in the gym and work it. And so, and the other guy, last name is Taylor. What's his first name?
Chase Taylor.
Chase. Told him the same thing. He said, you boys, if you get in there and bust it and set those goals and bust your tail, you're going to be as good as you want to be, because I'm counting on this guy doing a lot of good things. You too, sir, when you get up there. Sabo, I know what you can do on basketball court. I saw you. Samantha, I'm just glad you're here from Florida. What part you move up from? What part of Florida did you come from? Destin, Florida. From Destin, Florida to Elizabethton, Tennessee. Good job, guys. Appreciate you. Go Cyclones. You can go back to class now. It's good stuff. That's our track team. We'll take our final break. We want to come back. We want you to know how, if you want to be a part of this great school system that we're cranking these kids out, you can do that if you're not in Elizabethton City Schools. It's called Out of Zone, and she will tell you all about that. In closing, right after this, and Pete's in on the tour schools. Nicole Moore, our PR lady, next. The lady you want to hear from, because she has the information you need. We'll talk back to school bash in a second to wrap this up. But again, we'll be back Wednesday at Harold McCormick for the final edition, I guess, or version or show of the tour of schools on Wednesday of this week. School's out on Friday, half a day. So you are currently letting, first of all, thanks for coming by here. She does a wonderful job. She's an awesome lady. Love working with her. So, again, we talk about this every time. We can't possibly win over today an hour. It's an hour and a half. Okay, big deal. I'm going to break it down, go down and set back up Chick-fil-A in a minute, do the sports show. But I want to showcase these kids. This is why we're here. We can't possibly get everything in an hour and 20 minutes. It's not possible. So there's a lot of good things going on in the school system, unbelievably so. If you want your kid to be a part of it, or your child or grandchild or whatever they are to you, you can do it, but you best be hurrying up. Tell us what's going on out of school. You already got how many folks in the system?
141 are on the list.
Amazing. It's just been, it'll be 2 weeks Friday, right?
Correct.
So I already got 141 kids coming in that's on the list from other school systems outside of Elizabethton. Could be Carter County, Unicoi County. In the past, have been Washington County, Sullivan County.
Mm-hmm.
Some come over from North Carolina.
Yep, we do.
So, and understandably so. I mean, this is a real. I mean, here's a sheet of paper. I mean, we go choir, boys soccer, girls in the run, softball, drama, golf, builders club, the band, baseball, track, and we just hit the high spots because of the time limitations. So how did it? And this is good. 141 kids across the system, right?
Correct.
K through 12.
Correct.
So tell them how they can get.
So if you're interested in coming to Elizabethton City Schools and you're out of zone, or which means you live in the city but you want to go to a different elementary school, or your tuition, you can go to ecschools.net and go to student registration and then fill out the Google form and be on the list.
Just that simple.
Yep.
But it's on a first come first served basis. There is a cap. So you can't go,
Correct.
well, I'll wait till about August 1st. To see
Yeah,
what's
if
going
you're even thinking about it, go ahead and get on the list because it's time stamped.
Which means first come, first served, basically.
Correct.
Yeah, so
the first day of school, we sit down with the principals and Richard Van Hess, and we go through and divvy out kids to see where we have open slots for each school.
school starts back. We're finishing up Friday. School starts back early August.
Yes.
Somewhere through there. So, which you blink and it'll be back ready to go. But we're going to enjoy the summer for what it's worth.
I can't believe it's into the school already.
Me either. Somebody the other day was Christmas. I mean, I was thinking tourist schools, graduation was Friday night. By the way, I want to publicly thank Carrie. We streamed it Friday night. There was a technical glitch of which we had no control over. That's the way it always works. You just
never fails.
Oh gosh, modern technology. Mrs. Taylor was there. She fixed it, and as of this morning, we have 15,100 views for our graduation Friday night. In large part, not in large part, solely because of Carrie Taylor and Tucker. And so, publicly thank you, ladies, or lady and Tucker, for making it happen, because I forget, over 50 or 60 shares, so that's what we know, but it goes on out and we can't track the shares, but it's gone on to this one, to this one, this one, and the whole point was to showcase graduation Friday night, this past Friday, of the class of 2025. So we put a wrap on the school year. Everybody gets out on this Friday at half a day. We catch our breath, everybody gets away, recharges the battery, comes back for the back to school bash. When is that?
July 29th from 6 to 8 on a Monday night.
Yep.
So we are still taking vendors. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and sign up on ecschools.net under Back to School Bash for community events. And we are also still looking for sponsors. So if you want to be a sponsor, we have different levels. You can also find that on there. And a way that we give back to people that are sponsors is we put their name, logo, or whatever on one of the bags. And we're also giving out bags and backpacks this year. So
So what's the cost to be a sponsor?
There's different levels. Yeah.
Where would you find it out? Go to the website somewhere?
Yes.
ECSschools.net?
Yes, and go to the top tab, and it's under community events.
Under community events, Back to School Bash. If you're interested in being a sponsor, I mean, look at the impact you have on these kids. I mean, look at all these kids that come here and talk today. I don't know how many different kids we had. We had a bunch of them, probably 25 or 30 different kids doing different things.
And all of that money goes to buy supplies for the kids. It's $30 a kid. And we have a lot. We had over 2,000 kids come last year, from different places. And it's not just for Elizabethton City kids. It's open to the community.
Yep. So you've had two come to the system.
Correct.
And you can speak firsthand. I mean, the year that Maddie came and talked about going to, was it Arizona?
Yes.
Tell them about that. This is a school project. They went to a where was it in Arizona? Was it a Indian ranch? Is that right?
It was like a reservation. Or whatever.
Tell us about that.
So every year, DUGGER does a project trip where they go and help community service different areas. This past time they went to the Bahamas, and everybody's like, oh, they went to the Bahamas, but it was like a little island off the Bahamas, and I mean it was kind of like roughing it. But when Maddie went, they went to Arizona, and they worked with a lot of kids that had lost parents, or their parents were on drugs and in jail or something like that. And Maddie called me crying the last day, and I said, what is wrong? Did something happen? She's like, I don't want to leave these kids. And I mean, the impact that I feel like it made on her, just to like really appreciate the things she has for one, and then two, just to realize that, you know, other people are not as, you know, as fortunate as you, and, you know, that she wants to be kind and help other people. So I think that's great for them to get out of their comfort zone.
All because of a field trip in a junior high in Elizabethton, Tennessee. Went to a Indian reservation ranch of sorts in Arizona, and made a difference in those kids. It's a life-changing thing because they were in the ECS schools. So if you want yours to get those kind of experiences, and again, on this piece of paper, you can plug in anything you want to plug into. At the high school, it's culinary arts. It can be the future farmers. It can be learn how to work on cars.
Being a pilot.
We have what do you call the, you have a simulator, an actual jet airplane simulator in a cockpit where you learn to fly. I mean,
We have kids from other schools that come and work in that program too. That, you know, we've kind of worked with Unicoi and a couple other schools where their teacher comes, and, you know, they just may have one or two people interested when we have like a whole class that are going up there to the local airport.
So if you think you're interested in getting involved, and I'm just telling you this because it'll fill up and you won't go, gosh. So am I promoting the fact you should sign your kid up? Yes, because it's an opportunity that you won't see most other school systems. They're all good. I'm not knocking other school systems, but I just know this one here in Elizabeth in the city offers, I can tell you firsthand, my granddaughters got a chance to be in things. They plugged themselves into things they wanted to be in and took off and flew with it. So such is the case with yours, but you got to get them signed up. Again, one more time, how do you do it?
ecschools.net, and go under student registration, Cyclone Connection, and you can sign up.
There you go. Great job again. So, and everything's you want to know about this school system is at ecschools.net.
Correct.
She puts out a newsletter. How often you put out a newsletter? Monthly newsletter involving all 5 schools. And so I don't see how she does it. I've told her that 100 times, and I'm not just blowing smoke. I do good to keep up with this. Thank God for Carrie. She keeps me up with this. But to put out a newsletter for 5 schools once a month, everything else she's doing, I don't see how she does it. So I hope they appreciate what the lady does, because she cranks it out for us. I know that.
I'll try.
Yep,
Thanks.
you don't try, you get her done. So that's going to give us a wrap. We're going to get this done, box this thing up, head down to Chick-fil-A, and pop back up for the show number 2291. Yeah, we're heading to 2300. Carrie's got us a screen ready to go. So Friday, a week from Friday, will be our 2300th show. So, but this is a wrap today at Tour Schools. Thanks again to Northeast Community Credit Union. We've already said we're going back next year.
Correct.
We're excited about that. We have one more stop. Wednesday we'll be in the land of the Hurricanes at Harold McCormick Elementary. Mr. Wampler and Penny Nave is retiring.
Sad.
Oh, what a great asset she's been to the show. The times we go down to Harold McCormick, her and Jennifer Rickards, and Mr. Wampler. So we'll be there on Wednesday. We're going to sign off here from T.A. Duggar Junior High. Again, thank you for being with us on the show. Like it and share it. And again, one more time, thanks, Gary. 15,100 have watched the graduation Friday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and YouTube. Thanks to Kerry Taylor and Tucker, who were there Friday night to capture it live. So we appreciate that. Back in about 20 minutes or so, fast I can tear us down and go back down and set it back up. We're ready to go at Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton. So for our Director of Schools, Richard Van Huss, our Principal, Mr. Chris Berry, and, of course, our Athletic Director, Travis Williams, is here. And also for this young lady, our PR lady, Mrs. Nicole Moore, and Mrs. Carrie Taylor, who's right over there, helped get this set up this morning. We will rejoin you coming up here in a few minutes. And we'll come back on Wednesday, the final stop Tour Schools for the 2025 school year on Wednesday at Harold McCormick Elementary. See you back in a few minutes. Chick-fil-A, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Until then, we'll say, as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching the Tour Schools at T.A. Duggar